Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the single back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus...
Oh, it's out! The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Line gets set, first down. Movement here from the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Line is set on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's got it inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Kentucky going quickly.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
A loss of 9 on the play. 2nd down coming up.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Cameron. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll try it over the left side. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Wide receiver coming across in motion. How about this on 1st and goal? The give to the wide receiver. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Harris back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Afterburners coming. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Quarterback keeper. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps it. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. On the move at the 30. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The carry going off right tackle here. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Still on his feet. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Breaks the tackle. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Down for Kentucky.
Yankee Blue! Yankee Blue! Razor, razor!
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes! And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky right back to the line.
691, Gator scores!
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maddox. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Get set, get set!
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Man, you see those tight ends catching the football, you're coming up and trying to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you and put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
29 Philly.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Jackrabbit.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they decide to trot out the kicker.
Number 11 on the field goal.
It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over first and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the tailback. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to him again. Still running at the 40. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Power football with the run. Running with power. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
He was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
After run, now throw. Pulls it in. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He's going to take off. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Line getting set on second down. Harris will throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Spire. Highland.
Looking to move it through the air. He's going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Liberty. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Floating away. Slings it downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Brings up second down.
This offense has a second down play. Harris back to pass. They're bringing heat. Fires downfield. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Timber.
He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability.
Going downfield for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Cameron. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down.
Let's go.
Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hands it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
State offense will take over. First and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Harris will throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is.
He's loose. He's at the 40. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
To the ground. He's got it again. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Wants to throw on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll fire to his right. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 28, Kentucky 24.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Third down coming up.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Quarterback checking off. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to get it outside on the left. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Harris back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Feeling some heat. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. On the move. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, going to the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fast motion from the offense. Harris will throw. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's caught downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And they'll take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.